Today we're going to do I'm going to be doing a lab demonstration. It's called In the Bag. So you're going to be looking for some signs of a chemical change. And let me just kind of explain some of the stuff that I've got in front of me. So I've got a bag here of baking soda. Okay, so we're going to be mixing baking soda with a solution called phenol red. And we're going to be looking at the reactions of that. And then I have some calcium chloride in this bag, and I'm going to mix 10 milliliters into each of these bags, and I've got a digital thermometer. Ideally, I would be taking the temperature every 10 seconds for 2 minutes, but we're going to kind of speed it up. I just want y'all to get the idea of what's going to happen when a reaction or a lack of a reaction takes place. So I'm going to start with the baking soda right here, and I already have measured out 10 milliliters of my phenol red solution. But before I technically put that in there, for this part of the lab, you would want to take some qualitative observations. So we got right here, obviously it's a powdery substance, right? And then we've got our red phenol, red liquid. So I'm going to pour it in there, and we're going to look to see if there's any type of reaction going on. It's kind of mixing up, and quite honestly, not a whole lot going on there. If I take the temperature, the initial temperature, it's at 21.8. So I'll wait about 30 seconds or so. We'll take it again. So again, I don't see any bubbles. I don't feel any real temperature change going on. It actually might have gotten a little bit cooler, but not really. It's at 21.3 right now. And if I were to go ahead and do this for the entire 2 minutes, that's about where it would stay. So I'm gonna set this off to the side, and we're gonna use it here in a second. So now I'm gonna take my calcium chloride and I'm gonna mix my phenol red solution, and then I'll zip up the bag. And what I want you to do is look at some of the stuff that's gonna happen once I pour it in there. And of course, that's the one that's empty. Okay, so we got 10 milliliters right there. I'm gonna go ahead and zip this up, make sure they get mixed up. And I can already tell immediately if I take the temperature, it's at 33.6. The color is about the same. $35.8, so it's going up. $37. And again, ideally I would be taking the temperature every 10 seconds for an entire 2 minutes. 48. So again, this is getting warm. I don't really see any bubbles or gas being produced. It's about the same color. Now, here's the last part of the lab. I'm gonna be mixing the two solutions together. And once again, we're looking for signs of a chemical change, what's happening. So I'm gonna take this, pour it in there, and obviously we can immediately see a color change happening. I see some bubbles. It was warm before, and the temperature's kind of dropped a little bit. It's at 30.1, and I'll take the temperature again here in a second. But definite gas production going on there, and we've got a color change. And I'll take the temperature one more time, 25.5. So what's happening is the liquid is actually kind of cooling down back to room temperature. It was warm because of the calcium chloride, but then when I mix them back together, it's kind of dropping back down to room temperature. So make sure you take some observations, your before and after, and thanks for watching.